Welcome to Healthier Daily. I'm Dr. Ben Carter. I want to start today with a statement that might sound strange, maybe even a little frightening, but I say it because I care about your health. After age 60, you do not just age, you unravel. And the scariest part, most of this unraveling happens while you are sound asleep. We have always been told that sleep is when we heal. Sleep is when we get stronger. And that is true if your body has the right materials. But for millions of seniors, sleep has become the most dangerous part of the day. Why? Because your body enters a repair mode at night. It strips down old tissue to build new tissue. But if you haven't given it the raw materials it needs, it strips down the old tissue and never rebuilds it. You wake up with less muscle, weaker joints, and looser skin than when you went to bed. You are literally unraveling in the dark. This is the root cause of that morning stiffness. That is why your legs feel empty and weak when you try to stand up. It is collagen starvation. But there is a solution. It is not a pill. It is not an injection. It is liquid collagen. Science shows that drinking specific collagen-rich liquids right before bed can act like fresh concrete pouring into the cracks of your body and hardening while you sleep. To help us understand this, Dr. Hinohara is here. Dr. Hinohara, you call this the nightly reinforcement, correct?
Thank you, Dr. Ben. Yes, reinforcement is the perfect word. I ask my patients to imagine their body not as a machine, but as a tall building. When you are young, this building is made of steel and new concrete. It is strong. It does not sway in the wind. But after 60, the concrete begins to crack. The steel begins to rust. The building becomes unstable. Now imagine that every night a repair crew comes to the building. They have their hard hats, they have their tools, they are ready to work. But they look around and they see no materials. There is no cement, there is no steel. So what do? They cannot fix the cracks. They go home. And the building gets a little bit weaker every single night. The liquids we are talking about today, they are the cement trucks. By drinking them before bed, you are delivering a fresh load of liquid building material right to the site exactly when the repair crew arrives.
That is the key, timing and materials. Now, the opponent's video gave you a list of 3 drinks, but they didn't tell you which one is right for you. They treated them all the same, but they are not the same. Today, we are giving you the liquid scaffold protocol. We are going to show you the 3 specific tools for 3 specific problems. Tool 1, reinforce concrete for total body strength and muscle. Tool 2, joint lubricant for knee pain and stiffness. Tool 3, rapid glue for sensitive stomachs and fast absorption. We will help you pick the exact right drink for your specific cracks. Before we bring in the first cement truck, we want to hear from you. Do you feel that morning stiffness or that feeling of unraveling? If you do, please just type rebuild in the comments below. We want to know that you are ready to stop the decline. And if you are ready to learn the liquid scaffold protocol, now is the perfect time to hit that subscribe button. Let's get to work.
Welcome back. We are standing at the base of your building. The sun has gone down. The repair crew is arriving. Now we must look at the damage. If your problem is that the walls feel thin muscle loss, or the steel beams are rusting weak bones, or the facade is cracking loose, thinning skin, then you do not need paint. You do not need light repairs. You need the heavy-duty stuff. You need reinforced concrete. You need the strongest material nature has to offer to hold the structure up against gravity.
That brings us to Tool 1, beef bone broth. Now please pay attention to the word beef. The opponent's video lumped all broths together, but they are not the same. Beef bones are dense. When you simmer them for 12 to 24 hours, they release specific types of collagen, type 1 and type 3. Why does this matter? Because type 3, collagen make up 90% of the collagen in your body. They are the steel fibers in your skin. They are the connective tissue that wraps around your muscles. They are the matrix of your bones. If you are worried about sarcopenia, muscle loss, or osteoporosis, bone loss, beef bone broth is your tool. It is the structural choice.
But Dr. Ben, there is another reason we drink this at night. It is not just for the concrete. It is for the signal it sends to the brain.
That's exactly right. This is the secret weapon inside the broth, an amino acid called glycine. Beef bone broth is incredibly rich in glycine. Now, the opponent's video mentioned glycine helps release growth hormone. That is true, but they missed the reason why. Glycine acts like a body thermostat. When you drink it, it actually lowers your core body temperature. This sounds bad, but it is vital. To enter deep sleep, the repair phase, your body temperature must drop. Glycine forces that drop. It knocks you out gently. It pushes you into that deep restorative sleep faster.
This is the beauty of the system. You drink the warm broth. It feels warm in your stomach, but it cools your core. This signals the repair crew growth hormone to wake up. And when they wake up, look, you have just delivered the reinforced concrete type I and 3 collagen they need to do their job. I had a patient, Mr. Thomas, 74. He was losing weight, losing muscle, and sleeping poorly. He felt frail. I told him, stop eating toast before bed. Drink a cup of beef bone broth. He did. Within a month, he said, I sleep like a stone, and I feel heavier. Solid. He was finally rebuilding his foundation.
So that is tool 1, choose beef broth. If your main goal is total body strength, muscle maintenance, bone density, and better sleep, it is the heavy lifter of the group. But what if your problem isn't structure? What if your problem is pain? What if your knees ache, your hips grind, and you feel like the Tin Man in the morning? Beef broth is good, but it's not the specialist for that. You need a lubricant.
Welcome back. We have our reinforced concrete beef bone broth. It is powerful. It is structural. But we face a common problem with older buildings. What if the cement mixer is broken? By age 60, many seniors have low stomach acid. Their digestion is slow. When they drink a rich, heavy cup of bone broth late at night, it sits in their stomach. It feels heavy. They feel bloated. If you cannot digest the concrete, it never gets to the wall. It stays in the mixer. The repair fails.
This is a very real barrier, but science has created a solution. If beef broth is heavy concrete, this next tool is high-tech rapid glue. This is tool 2, hydrolyzed collagen peptides or collagen water. Now, hydrolyzed sounds complicated, but it is actually very simple. It means chopped up with water. Scientists take that big, heavy collagen protein, and they use enzymes to slice it into tiny microscopic pieces called peptides. This is pre-digested protein. Why is this a game changer for seniors? Reason 1, speed. Because it is already chopped up, your body does not need stomach acid to break it down. It slips right through the gut wall. The opponent's video cited a 2019 study. These peptides appear in your blood in just 60 minutes. Reason 2, the signal. This is the coolest part. These tiny peptides act like messengers. When they hit your bloodstream, they trick your body into thinking, oh no, my collagen is broken. This triggers a emergency repair signal. Your body wakes up the fibroblasts, the builders, and screams, "Make more collagen, Murnt."
This is the smart tool. It does not just provide the material, it commands the repair. I had a patient, Mrs. Gable. She wanted to help her skin and muscles, but she hated the taste of broth. She said it was too meaty at night. I told her, use the rapid glue. She stirred a scoop of tasteless collagen peptides into a glass of water with a little lemon. It was light. It was easy. And within weeks, she saw the difference in her skin elasticity and her energy. She bypassed her weak digestion completely.
So who is this tool for Choose Collagen Peptides? If you have digestive issues, bloating, reflux, you don't like the taste of broth, or you want the absolute fastest absorption to fight anabolic resistance, where your muscles ignore protein signals. It is clean, fast, and efficient. So far, we have concrete for structure and glue for speed. But there is one major part of the building we haven't fixed yet. What about the hinges? What about the moving parts? If the walls are strong, but the door hinges are rusted and screaming in pain every time they move, the building is miserable to live in.
We love our Healthier Daily family, and it brings us great joy to see our community grow. We would be so grateful if you would tell us in the comments, what country or what state here in the U.S. are you watching from today? We read them all, and it inspires us. Welcome back. Let us look at our building. We have poured the reinforced concrete beef bone broth to fix the walls and the foundation. We have the rapid glue collagen peptides for quick fixes and easy application. The structure is strong, but try to open the front door. Screech! It is rusted shut. It grinds. It is painful. You have strong muscles, but your joints, the hinges of the body, are dry and brittle. Every step is a grind of bone on bone. This is not a structure problem. This is a friction problem. We need grease. We need lubricant.
That is the perfect distinction. And this brings us to Tool 3, chicken bone broth. Now, please listen closely. Many people think bone broth is bone broth. Whether it's beef or chicken, it's all the same, right, wrong. They are chemically different tools. Beef bones are heavy and dense, type 1 and 3. But chicken bones, especially the cartilage, the knuckles, the feet, are rich in type 2 collagen. Why does type 2 matter? Because type 2 collagen is the primary building block of your cartilage, the shock absorbers in your knees and hips. When you simmer chicken bones, you aren't just getting collagen. You are extracting chondroitin glucosamine and hyaluronic acid. These are the exact same expensive supplements people buy for joint pain, but here you are getting them in a natural liquid bioavailable soup. You are literally drinking joint fluid.
This is an oil can for your body. I think of the story of George from the opponent's video. He was 71. He stopped mowing his lawn not because he was weak, but because his knees hurt. The friction was too much. I recommended chicken broth, not for his muscles, but for his hinges. The warm liquid soothed his system. The type 2 collagen traveled to his joints. 3 months later, he was mowing the lawn. The screeching had stopped. The hinges were oiled.
And there is one more secret ingredient in chicken broth that makes it perfect for seniors who feel heavy or tired. It is a compound called carnosine. The opponent's video mentioned this, and it is fascinating. Carnosine acts like a buffer. It scrubs away lactic acid in your muscles. Lactic acid is what makes your legs burn and feel heavy after a walk. By drinking this broth, you are clearing the waste from your muscles and oiling your joints at the same time. So who is this tool for Choose Chicken Broth? If your main complaint is joint pain, stiffness, arthritis, or that heavy leg feeling, it is the pain reliever of the group.
So now the building is solid beef. The repairs are fast peptides. The hinges are oiled chicken. The material is ready. But there is one final tragic mistake. You can pile all these materials on the construction site, but if the foreman is asleep and if the workers don't have their tools, the materials will just sit there until morning. Nothing will be built.
We need the activator key. Without this one simple addition, your collagen drink is just soup.
Welcome back. We have gathered our materials. We have our reinforced concrete beef broth, our rapid glue peptides, or our joint lubricant chicken broth. But imagine this scene. The delivery trucks arrive at the construction site. They dump the concrete and the steel on the ground, and then the workers just stand there. They have no cement mixer. They have no welding torches. The materials are there, but they cannot connect them. By morning, the pile is still just a pile. No repair has happened. This is the tragedy of most collagen supplements. You swallow them, but your body cannot knit them into new tissue because you are missing the mortar.
That mortar is vitamin C. This is the non-negotiable activator key 1. Scientifically, collagen synthesis requires a process called hydroxylation. That is a big word, but it just means linking the chains together. The enzyme that does this cannot work without vitamin C. It is the fuel for the welding torch. If you drink bone broth, but you are low in vitamin C, which many seniors are, your body breaks the broth down into energy, but it never builds new muscle or skin. It just burns it. So what is the fix? It is incredibly simple. The lemon trick: if you are drinking bone broth beef or chicken, you must squeeze half a fresh lemon into it. Not only does the acid help pull more minerals from the broth, but that shot of vitamin C activates the repair enzymes the moment the collagen hits your system. If you are using collagen peptides in water throw, in a few mashed berries or a splash of orange juice, never drink your collagen alone. Always pair it with its partner vitamin C.
So we have the materials and the mortar. Now we need one final thing. We need the work schedule. You cannot pour concrete in the middle of a busy day when people are walking all over the site. You must do it when the building is closed. You must hit the golden window.
This is activator key 2 timing. The opponent's video mentioned drinking it before bed, but they didn't explain the precise biology of why. Here is the secret. Your body releases growth hormone, the foreman who orders the repairs impulses. The biggest pulse happens during slow wave sleep, deep sleep, which usually starts about 90 minutes after you fall asleep. We want to time our delivery trucks, the amino acids in your blood, to arrive exactly when the foreman growth hormone clocks in. If you drink it right before your head hits the pillow, it might be too early sitting in your stomach. If you drink it at dinner 6 p.m., it is too late, already digested and gone. The golden window is 60 to 90 minutes before sleep. This gives your body just enough time to digest the liquid and get those amino acids into your bloodstream right as you enter deep sleep. It is a perfect rendezvous. The foreman arrives, sees the materials collagen and the mortar vitamin C waiting for him, and gets to work immediately.
This is the difference between consuming calories and hacking your biology. A cup of broth at noon is just lunch. A cup of broth with lemon at 9 p.m. is a biological signal. It says, tonight we build.
So the system is complete. You pick your tool beef chicken or peptides. You add the mortar vitamin C lemon. You hit the golden window 60-90 minutes before bed. Now all that is left is to help you decide which tool is the right one for your specific body. So let's take a step back. We started this video with a frightening reality. The idea that your body is unraveling while you sleep because the repair crew has no materials. The opponent's video gave you a list of 3 drinks, but they didn't tell you how to use them. Now you have the liquid scaffold protocol. You know that these aren't just drinks. They are specific tools for specific jobs. Let's review your toolbox one last time so you can pick the right one for tonight. Tool 1, beef bone broth, the reinforced concrete. This is your choice if your main goal is structural strength fighting muscle loss, sarcopenia, and improving sleep quality with glycine. Tool 2, collagen peptides, the rapid glue. This is your choice if you have a sensitive stomach, if you hate the taste of broth, or if you need the fastest possible absorption to wake up your system. Tool 3, chicken bone broth, the joint lubricant. This is your choice if your main battle is pain arthritis or that grinding feeling in your knees and hips.
And remember the activator key. Whichever tool you choose, you must add the mortar vitamin C lemon. And you must hit the golden window 60-90 minutes before bed. This is the difference between aging and decaying. Aging is natural, but decaying, falling apart because you are starving for repairs is optional. Tonight, you have a choice. You can let the unraveling happen, or you can pour a warm cup of liquid scaffold, sit back, and let your body rebuild itself while you dream.
That is the power of this protocol. It turns your sleep into your strongest weapon. If this liquid scaffold system finally made sense of the collagen craze for you, please do us a great favor and hit that like button. It helps us reach more seniors who are waking up in pain. And please share this video. You might have a friend who is struggling with knee pain or muscle weakness. Sending them this owner's manual for their nighttime routine could be the best gift you give them. If you are not yet part of our Healthier Daily community, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. We release these deep dive guides every single week. And for our final foreman's question, which tool are you going to reach for tonight? Are you going for the beef concrete, the chicken lubricant, or the rapid glue peptides? We would love to read your plan in the comments below. And as always, a final critical reminder. The information in this video is for educational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional medical advice. If you have histamine intolerance, bone broth might not be right for you. If you have kidney disease, you must watch your protein intake. Please always consult with your own doctor before making significant changes to your diet.
Thank you for joining us. Your body is a magnificent structure. Give it the support it needs to stand tall. Be wise. Be well.